It's likely a very important time in your child's life, a turning point in their future, the STAR standardized test. But many parents and teachers say the stakes are too high with these end-of-course exams, so last legislative session, lawmakers worked to lighten the load. This year, they cut the number of high school end-of-course exams needed to graduate from 15 to 5, but nearly a fifth of Texas students still failed at least one of those tests. We took a closer look at the scores and made sure the lawmakers on those important education committees have the evidence they need to reevaluate the system ahead of next year's session. One of our findings, a massive number of students retaking the tests right now during the summer. Education reporter Erin Cargile has more.
If students want to make it here, there's one thing they must master.
So now we're going to work on this one together.
In Round Rock, students still trying to pass the STAR exam are stuck in summer school.
You know, obviously it probably feels a bit defeating.
Teachers only have 12 days to change their perspective.
We need to develop that can-do attitude and their self-esteem.
And get them ready for another round. These fifth graders have already failed the reading STAR test twice. Passing it along with the math test is a must to move on to middle school. Before these summer sessions, the testing company sends teachers detailed reports on which skills gave each student the most trouble.
You're correct.
With just 10 students per class, teachers can give them more attention and design lessons to meet their needs.
We generally do see improvement from every child.
But for the majority, it's not enough. History is shown here in Round Rock. On the third try, only a third pass.
This year, statewide in fifth grade, 24% of students failed the reading test. 21% failed the math. Eighth grade is the next time a student must pass both the math and reading test to move on to the next grade. 21% failed math. And 18% failed reading.
Good morning.
Deborah Hines' son was one of them. We met her dropping him off at Austin ISD's Burnett Middle School on retest day.
So we just see how it goes and we just pray.
As an ex-school teacher, she believes some kids just aren't good test takers.
You have to have something, I know that, but to make it to a point where we keep a child back, especially if their grades are passing, then something's wrong.
Erin Cargile, KXAN News.
Next month, state lawmakers, the same ones who put the testing rules in place, will meet at the Capitol to weigh the latest STAR results and consider possible legislation to improve the testing system. KXAN will be at that meeting and will stay on top of the story. Ahead of that, we reached out to the chairs of the House and Senate Education Committees. Representative Jimmy Don Aycock says he's concerned thousands of high school students are still not on track to graduate. After 3 years with the STAR exam, we've seen very little improvement in the results. With previous state exams, though, students made drastic gains after the first year it rolled out. All that retesting is costing you, the taxpayer, a lot of extra money. We took a closer look at Round Rock ISD. Officials there say they spend nearly $400,000 getting kids ready for the retesting. More than $387,000 of that is spent on staffing. The other $11,000 of it is spent on supplies. Think you can pass the STAR exam yourself? We have a pop quiz on our website, actual test questions from the STAR math exam. Just check out this story on the homepage of KXAN.com. Thank you for joining us for State of Texas In Depth. Join us every Sunday morning at 8:30. NBC's Meet the Press is coming up at 9. Have a great day.